Hello there guys, just taking a moment to come on live while Shiloh is still asleep. It's the end of a work day for the service providers of the UK. So in the UK, most people got up to go to work for 9 o'clock and pretty much most finish between 4, half 5, 6. Those in the corporate world finish at 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. And obviously here in the UK, some jobs are divided in shifts. Why do we go to work? We go to work because we get letters like this. This is why we go to work. We go to work for your formal notice of charges for the financial year of 2002 and 2012. Sorry, 2001. So basically now what happens is we have a financial year that starts, let me show you, from, got my address on there. So what if it's got my address on there? You want to see my address? This is where I live. This is where I live. Yay! So basically, I don't mind showing this. Monday the 6th of April 2020. So basically here in the UK, we don't run New Year to New Year, which is why I don't work very well in this country. And we also don't work Monday first of the month to the first of the month, and you can see the pay scale that they've given me starting on different calendar days. That for somebody like me is out of sync straight away, because it just keeps you constantly thinking about going to work, to pay your rent, to pay your bills. So pretty much every one of us who is in some form of contract for a property.
I do not say that.
You want to come and say hello, dear?
I do not say that.
What, do you want to come and say hello? This is who we pay for rent for, to keep roofs over
I do not say
little
that.
ones' heads.
I do not say that. I do not say that.
You have pen. My house has been covered in pen today. You come and say hello. Can't see you. Do you want to come say hello?
I do not say that.
So,
I do not say that.
you've got grubby face. You've got blue pen all over your face and chocolate all over your face. You give it. You shouldn't actually do this, by the way. You shouldn't actually do the kid's face. But, grubby chops.
No!
All nice and clean. So basically, I've received my yearly charge now for my service charges. But what I thought was interesting is listen to this. So basically, my rent charges here for a week is £72.38p. It's a one-bedroom flat. So, and that's an expensive area. So that's nothing. But general service charges, and then I've got heating charges on top of that. And then obviously you've got the normal standard bills that come, water, two waters.
Up there? What's up there? What's in my mouth?
What's in your mouth? I don't know. Have you been drinking my aloe vera juice?
No.
I've got a pulpit in my mouth. I've been drinking my aloe vera juice.
Oh, Mommy got a bad teeth and a bad head and a bad eye.
Mummy has, yes. Mummy needs to go to the dentist.
Open your mouth.
No.
Open your mouth.
Mummy needs to go to the dentist. Yes.
You're eating all sugar. You're eating all sugar.
Oh, have I been eating sugar? Is that why my teeth are going bad? Because I'm eating sugar.
Oh no! When you go to the dentist, get my
So we have dentists. So dentists are also service providers. So somebody trains up to be a dentist, so they can look after our teeth.
When you go to your dentist.
Yes, but I wanted to read. I want to read this here. No, this here. This is what I want to read. My general service charges.
Dentist.
No, it says direct debit.
No, dentist.
It says direct debit.
No, dentist.
Okay, it says dentist, but it says direct debit.
Get this. Get my hand.
You want a dentist, do you? For your teeth? Don't cover the problem.
No, I'm covering the camera.
So, Elijah, can I just say this a minute?
What?
Are you going to go and play with your train set for a minute? Go and get your train and show us your train.
So you train, or you don't say that.
Yes, because someone's got to look after the train station as
Alright,
well,
say
haven't they?
that.
Yeah? We'll go and get your train.
Not say that.
Don't say what?
I didn't say that.
Hmm?
I did not say that.
You didn't say what?
What about the
So basically, my point is, Your general services include antisocial behaviour team, residential participation, money advice services, neighbourhood services, play services, youth club, out of hours services, communal lighting, cleaning services and grounds maintenance. So apparently that is actually, I'm getting a lot of hills around me lately. Hello there, Yvonne. For those that don't actually know, my born name is Hill. So actually I'm Kelly Hill, which was my nan's. Actually, it was my nan's. No, it was my granddad's name was Hill. So my granddad Fred. So my granddad Fred was Fred Hill, who married my nan, who became Anne Hill. So I then became Kelly Hill because I took my mum's name originally before I then became Avis. And Cotton is actually my second married name. I've just never gone back to any names. So, oh, are you getting up?
Oh no, I hurt.
And you're Samuel, aren't you?
I know, I hurt my
Elijah Samuel.
Look, I hurt my arm.
Anyway, my lives don't work when my kids are up, as you can completely see. So I'm going to be getting them, so they're going down to. I'm going to be putting it to Portsmouth Council that if they are willing to fund Shiloh and Elijah, because Shiloh will be a pro for Portsmouth basically, and that will be it his skateboarding, his football, whatever it is. And if they're willing to basically sponsor him to be a pro here, then we'll stay. But if they're not, then we're going off travelling. You want to go to a dentist? You want to go see a dentist, yeah?
No, open your mouth.
Now, lucky here in the UK, we get free dentists for children. Too much sugar, is it?
You eat too much sugar.
I eat too much sugar. I have too much sugar in my coffee. Excuse me. I have too much coffee in my sugar in my coffee, don't I?
Sorry, what you got?
Anyway, before we go, Elijah, one day you're going to grow up and you're going to have a house.
Hey, we're just going to get my foot in the camera.
Yeah, and you're going to have your own home, aren't you?
Hey, I want to get you get in the camera.
Go on then. You want to show your foot in the camera? Go on and show your foot in the camera.
Your foot in the camera. Foot in the camera.
I actually wanted to talk about what you do when people don't want help.
Okay, you can stand up.
And what services should actually be providing this help. Because obviously Celine's been found. She's not worked with the police.
Okay, there you go.
In fact, she's shocked that she's been reported missing.
There we go.
And gone back to the same situation. Her prerogative. But at the end of the day, when people reach out, stop licking me, please. Are you hungry? Got some food? It's tea time. Don't lick me. Lick me. Seriously, this has gone to pots. It really has. I'll fall in the river then. You're pulling my top down. So basically, based on the circumstances of the last couple of days, as you can see, I've even come out of campaigning clothes. I've actually got normal clothes on today. Ish. And I have to really seriously think about where I want to live, because I'm not paying for antisocial behaviour team, residential participation, money advice services, neighbourhood services, playground services, youth club, out of our maintenance, community lights, cleaning services and ground maintenance, to live in a place that basically upsides the heads me all the time, and none of these services actually serve me in any way, shape or form. What does highlight to me is every service is pretty much here. You want a drink? Where's your cup? Oh, go and grab your bottle then, it's in there. It's in the living room.
Mummy!
Yes.
You sure to get you a lid?
Yep, pass us that then.
Oh, where is it?
Here.
Oh.
Even things basically as much as I've got milk in my hands here. And somebody's had to milk the cow. Oh, don't, you're going to drop it all over me. Someone's had to milk the cow, dairy the farm, provide it, and put it on the shelf. for us to go out and buy. Can you just give me the lid, please? And every single one of us needs some form of services. However, I'm literally made the decision today 100% that I'm going back for the whole free range kids. And as much as everybody's trying to push me into this system, yeah, we're all hills here, Yvonne, in my family. Most of my family are hills on my granddad's side, which we don't really talk about. But I do believe all the sisters took the Martin name back, which was my nan's side. History and family tree is very important, it really is. So I need to be making a decision about where I fit into this world, because I don't fit into this. And also the challenges that I've got as well is this is a joint tenancy, and has always been a joint tenancy with me and Dean when we first got together. He was Stockley then, he's Samuel now. So when you sign a contract with somebody, then, you know, there are joint responsibilities. And as we've spoken today, I just can't get Dean to understand that you can't be on government benefit with me claiming as a single mum and you being a single man out there, and then believe that we're in some form of partnership. That just doesn't work for somebody like me. I'm not the sort of person that can sit as a single mother on government benefits. Well, you know, I can't sit here waiting each month for money that comes on the 18th of the month to pay bills on a sporadic time frame. Like here, it's on the 6th of the month, the 20th of the month, the 4th of the month, the 18th of the month, the 1st of the month, the 15th of the month, which shows that yet again this hasn't been put into line with my indicative budget yet again, because they know that it's meant to be in line where benefits are paid to me on the 1st of the month and all my bills are paid on the 1st of the month. Where's what, sorry?
One more track.
Oh, I don't know.
One more track?
You want one more track to your train station?
Oh, yeah!
Okay, dude, we will add to your little village in your city.
It's the Couple George.
And Couple George is not here today.
What?
Couple George is out doing art.
You sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
You Couple George?
It's not Couple George today.
You Couple
Couple
George?
George is from Hugo, one of his favourite films. And
Hugo.
Couple George is the uncle that takes in one of his daughter's friends when his her family all die in a plane crash. And that was pretty much my point that I wanted to make, really, is the last couple of days have been really difficult, because as a lay person, and that's what I am, I'm not a professional, I'm not a social worker, I'm not a police officer, I'm not a judge, I'm not a solicitor, I'm not any person. I don't work for a domestic violence team, I don't work for, you know, those sort of organisations. So when you've got somebody like the situation that we had yesterday, who do you call? Therefore we call the police. But if somebody then doesn't want to communicate with the police and tell them what's going on because they don't want to get people into trouble who are doing bad things to them, then what do you do about it? It's the same as somebody who keeps saying they're being beaten up by their boyfriend, and then, you know, they don't want to do anything about that. It's a really, really difficult situation to be in, because you understand the fear that comes with stuff, but it's a catch-22. It's a catch-22 with everything. So I'm shutting down even more, because I don't want to get these PMs anymore. I'm not interested in these PMs. There are services out there for people to turn to. It's not my watch. It's not my corner. It's not my calling. But I did say to the police today that I would be happy to work for the police. So when they do have victims coming in, then I don't mind being the person that they speak to, but I would have to be paid for by the police to do so, and I would come in when the police ask me to come in. And they're actually, like, it's something that I'm willing to go even further with. I've been talking to our guys here. I know quite a lot of the police here, and we've been having quite a lot of conversations about this complete breakdown now. And I think because people sort of understand that within the devil's realm it comes through hierarchy, and through the other realm obviously it doesn't, and obviously the police are there to protect the crown, but they're there to serve and protect the people. And this is where this line and challenge comes in, because Okay, take for example, people fucking hate it. I fucking swear around my fucking children, and I fuck this and fuck that, and I do all that. If I want to fuck, and shit and shit and shit and shit and shit and shit and swear and swear and swear and swear and swear, sorry Elijah, then that's my choice to do so, isn't it? Now, if someone keeps coming up to me and says, Kelly, it's really not in the best interest for you to keep fucking swearing, and I go, oh, okay, fuck off, then that's my decision to do so, isn't it? But if I sort of sat back and said to somebody, okay, well, why do you not think swearing works for somebody like me? Because it's really great, and it really fucking gets the fucking out of that fucking fuck, doesn't it? So why should I then sit down with someone and discuss whether swearing is appropriate for somebody like me? I don't actually like swearing, to be honest. I'm just so fucking pissed off with all of this shit. I think it's atrocious. I don't like it. I don't think it's appropriate to swear around my children either. I don't want my children to hear all the profanities and swear words outside. I don't want my children to particularly hear most of the conversations that I have, hence why I lie when my children are in bed. Subconsciously, my children still hear this. It's like parents fighting while children are asleep. They still hear it. It still goes into their subconscious. So where do you draw the line? Should someone take my children away from me because I refuse to persistently carry on swearing and persistently fucking this and fucking that around my children? Should somebody step in and go, well, fucking you, Kelly, you shouldn't fucking effing fucking this and fucking swearing around your children? But then we live in a environment where they would take the children from me and place them with somebody who turns around and says, cunt. No, I don't say cunt. So, you know, what do you do about it? We have these levels where for somebody to say, oh shit is a low-level swear word. Fuck is a higher social stated swear word. And to say, you fucking cunt is a high stated swear word. But when is profanity actually appropriate and when should it not be done? And when should we live in a world where people actually don't fucking swear around their kids? Because should children be protected from people fucking this and fucking that, if you get my fucking point of view? So this line that exists, now who would I go and call? I decide today that I wake up and I don't want to fucking swear anymore, so I decide, fuck this, I'm going to fucking ring somebody and say, I don't want to swear. But then I fucking sit down with somebody and they turn around and say, oh, you've got fucking Tourette's. So then we've got a label that then makes it okay, so I can walk around going fucking this, fucking that, fucking, because it says I have Tourette's and therefore I can fucking swear. So, or they sit down and say, okay, so rather than expressing these words, maybe we can have another word. So, okay, rather than saying fuck, okay, let's say duck, which is what I tend to do. And I would write the word duck because I feel this is easier and delays the from me saying the other word. But what if I then choose to walk away and say, well, I don't think there's any problem with me living the way that I choose to live. And if I want to go around and say, have a fucking nice day, then I can fucking say what I fucking like. If you get my point. However, if I go into an environment that says you may not swear, and I will enter into this environment and I go, this is a fucking load of fucking shit, isn't it? They go out the door, yes? But that line has been set because they have said that they do not want to have language in that area, and that's been up at the door, and I have violated that, therefore they asked me to remove, and that is fine because they have expressed that that is not okay. But what do we do when this line is about anger, where you can't express frustration, you can't express anger? And then what actually, if it's not about fucking this and fucking that and you're a fucking cunt, but then people turn around and actually say, well, you're not allowed to have a truth either. Or actually what they do to people is they put them in a fucking catch-22 situation where you can't fucking trust that one, you can't fucking trust that one, you're being fucked by that one, and that one's a fucking cunt. So then you're fucking stuck, aren't you? Because you're in a fucking situation being fucked, and you can't tell anybody you're being fucked because people are fucking you over. And it's just one big fuck. And that is the life that we live in here in Great Britain. And then there's people that come along and go, you can't say fuck, and then they're called goody two-shoes and they're told to fuck off. So where is this line in this total inappropriate video live right now, with the fact that trying to discreetly allow for my child to, and if he comes in and says it, I'm going to have to then set the line with him, aren't I? That actually Mummy was using it as an example, and these are the words that we use and we don't use. But hang on a minute, we can use the word can't. Well, I think that's more detrimental. To say you can't do something is worse than, yo, fuck yes I can. Of course I fucking can. So again, that line is it a demon that keeps somebody constantly fucking swearing? And you can turn around and go, fuck you, demon, fuck off out my life, fuck off, piss off, and fuck you. And all of a sudden, you no longer swear anymore. What's interesting is I am actually struggling to swear right now. But at the end of the day, we can't go to therapists because therapists don't understand the spiritual world. And then we can't go to our priests because as much as the priests understand the spiritual world, they want you to conform to the ways of the world. But if we conform to the ways of the world, then we give up our right to eternal life in heaven. So it's a catch-22 left, right and centre. And actually I'm actually really struggling to swear right now, so you've just actually seen it right before your eyes that it really is that easy. Seriously, I want to tell you all to off now, but it's like, that's really how easy life is. You just have to understand that there is these spiritual wars that go on around us, and they can take over us in ways that can just make us completely out of character. No social worker gets that. You'd be considered crazy. No psychologist gets that, because you would be considered, if you said you were having conversations with God, next minute you've got schizophrenia and all of this sort of, do you know what you mean? So we're in this complete battle between science and reason, and we're living in a world where we've got our nice little shiny phones and we have homes and we have bills, but this letter here is absolutely no different than the letters that they used to bring round to you when they used to gallop, and the king used to gallop on his horse with all of his soldiers and all of his merry men, and they used to literally go around to all the farmers and all of the people of their land and basically give them this notice and tell them that they will turn up and they will literally take the money for their rent of their land and their stock and all of them sort of things, and that they will provide these services, and that yes, you can use the water well down at this place, and yes, you can do this, and yes, you can do that, and by the way, when you get married, we're going to rape your wife, and if you don't pay, then we're going to take your children off of you. You've pooed. Okie dokie. On that note, I've got a poo bum to deal with. Okay. Can you go get me a lefty out the hallway for me, please? While I wrap up. Oh, don't get into Pikachu, please. Don't get into Pikachu. No, not Pikachu. So, anyway, we're basically going to work to pay for people's antisocial behaviour, for a residential participation, I'm coming darling, for people to have money advice, and all of these services, and it's not the life that I want to be living, and it's not the life that I want for these boys, and I don't want any part of it, like, massively. So anyway, this live has been complete freaking chaos, because my life is complete chaos at the moment, or because people like me to be running all over the place to pay my bills on, and again charging me fortnightly when I'm paid monthly. So all that's got to change. You can't, I've always said it, look, you can't change the locks on the door and ask people to use the old keys, and that's what the services have been asking me to do since last November. Do you know what I mean? Not last November, but the November before, when they first put me onto universal credits. And everyone's going to say, oh look, Dean must be back, she got bruises. No, Dean's not back, it's called EDS. Yes, idiots. It's called children climbing all over their mums. I'm getting sick of it. So yeah, that's all I want to talk about, and I'm a little bit peeved off, and I'm a bit pissed off that my time's been sort of wasted. So basically, if you're not in trouble,
what are you doing?
come to me.
What's not
And if you are,
yours?
you're going to be
This is not
met by
yours.
a ticket salesperson.
This is not your
And,
tree. This is not your tree.
Yeah, be careful crying wolf, basically, because one day you're going to ask for help, and one day people won't drop everything to help people. Do you know what I mean? And I dropped all my balls to help. So I'm a little bit pissed off at the moment. But on that note, I've got to go and deal with a poo bump. So,
Bam, bam, Mom.